Hi, this is Rita.
And this is Susan's, and you're listening to Reali-Tea.
Welcome back to another episode of the podcast, guys. And we are actually sitting together.
Live.
We are sitting together recording this episode.
There's no awkward cutting in between and having to wait for the
Listen.
awkward and us being polite and being like, no, go ahead.
Yeah,
No, go ahead.
So we are together. So this is going to be a good episode. And actually, I think it's a good episode to review.
Oh,
Because this episode of Durban was...
it was so spicy.
So spicy.
I could not.
I love. So what are we all sipping on today? I'm sipping on some water.
I think we actually forgot. Yeah, I'm sipping on a Switch lemonade, but we're also snacking on stuff, which is cute. I'm glad. Yeah.
We have speckled egg. We have
some chips. We haven't even had our lunch because we've been catching up so much. Tea after tea. We've been spilling real life tea, and we've been watching Reali-Tea.
Listen.
Okay, so give me a general consensus on overall how you felt
about what
the episode.
I enjoyed it. I think it's way better than the last two.
Mm-hmm.
The last two, I don't know what was going on.
It was tough.
Yeah,
I was like, are we gonna have to now review another show that we are just finishing just because we want to finish it, and then we don't finish because it's actually just horrible to watch and not fun to review. I was very happy.
It was a really good episode. I enjoyed it. Highly enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
There were lots of good moments in there.
Oh yeah.
Some good tea that was spilled.
Oh.
So
some technical issues that we always have.
The technical issues, guys. Why did they cut scenes?
Let's
talk about that now.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if anyone is noticing. So at the end,
to cut. Remember, we need to cut now, and then we'll.
Yeah, but we. This is
sorry. Okay, sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. We're live, so I didn't know if Grace forgot. Maybe she got excited. Okay.
Oh, cue us. Let us talk about before we start the episode. Let us talk about how the scenes just end. Just they could literally be in the middle of a sentence or just ended a sentence and then gone.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm chewing, guys. But it's weird because literally, as Rissa said it, she was and because I was supposed to watch it and then I forgot because I'm just excited, and so I'm watching the rest of it. And before she started, she's like, I just don't like how they ended. I'm like, yeah, they do end it weirdly. He'll say a joke, and then before they even get to the joke, while they laugh, and then they cut it. And the scene we watched, literally, that happened, and it's come on, guys, come on.
I don't get it.
Messy.
They try I don't know what's going on, but it needs to stop because it just doesn't. It's not sitting well with my spirit.
Nothing of mine too, because the cuts, and especially because this episode was so spicy, it just cuts. But the spicy parts.
I don't understand why there can't be some kind of fluidity. I don't know, because the thing is, for me, I'm wondering why there's so many endings to scenes in such an abrupt way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering just because
it's definitely behind the scenes kind of thing.
No, but it's making me wonder because this show is not played on DSTV, so they're not playing adverts, so there's no need for a cut. We're watching one 47-minute episode and continuously doesn't stop. We don't have ads, so it doesn't need to stop.
Sorry, guys, this is getting a bit emotional, but I get where you're coming from because we just love Housewives, guys, and because it's such a good episode, it could have been perfect if they were just ended properly. Just tie the shoelaces. It's like when you tie the shoelaces and you only tie the one half and you don't put the loop in the loop. It's why would you not just tie your shoelaces properly like a bunny? So here's what I think the problem is. They probably have producers who are still very old school and who probably don't even watch. They don't care for Housewives and they just want a paycheck. So they don't watch how Bravo has changed because we've seen it. We've seen how they've even changed in some the editing. They edit more smoothly. The edits come in at a different kind of way or different style or different format. Yeah, it's always very uniform and it's always done correctly. And I think also maybe that's why sometimes we'll have days where a week they'll say, oh, there's no episode this week. Because maybe it's not up to par and it's not polished. And because they're with old school people are no, cut it like this because we need to have an advert. And I'm sure the young kids are you do realize it's on Showmax where there won't be adverts, so you can cut it better. It's also, I'm blaming it. Okay, I want to play devil's advocate.
Age, because it has nothing
to do with
gender or age. I don't care who you are. Guys, it just doesn't make any sense.
It just doesn't make sense. Let it rain. If you're listening to this, please hit us up. Hit us up. We're willing to email you. We're willing to have a chat.
Listen, I hope you guys are sipping on something nice. I hope you also notice what we just spoke about. So I hope everyone else is seeing what we're seeing.
Sure. Maybe you should make that as the poll.
Yeah, are you
guys noticing glaring technical issues? Glaring.
Yes. So but let's get into the Real House of Durban, season 4, episode 6.
Let's get it.
So we have episode 6, and we're starting off with Angel. She's at the spa with her mom. And we also have a parallel scene. Well, I'll get to the parallel scene. Actually, let me just finish the scene. So there was a parallel scene, but I'm just going to go scene by scene. Just finish one scene.
The cutting, mixing is also a problem. Yeah.
So it's Angel at the spa with her mom, and she wants to talk to her mom about what's been going on in her relationship. And she basically says that,
also on the doctor visits as well.
But she's basically saying that her mom her man isn't present. Sorry, he's been very focused on his career, and there's probably some kind of distance between the two of them, to be honest. So what she spoke about at, I think, episode 1 or 2, when we were introduced to her, she met with her mom and her aunt. So she's like, whatever they discussed that day, she's not interested in moving forward at the moment. So things don't look good. There might be trouble there, but we later find out what's happening. I guess she explains it at her infertility party. So I think she does explain to when a period and things like that happen.
So it's like for a long time, which is like so painful. I'm just like, fuck, man, like that is horrible. And how long is a long time? Like, what's the longest that like a woman can have? Like, this is me asking ignorantly.
Well, normally it's like a week.
Normally it should be a week, like, right? 5 days.
I guess really long is anything after that. Like, you can't have an 8-day
period. The longest.
I mean, I've been prayed for like long, like I think almost 30 days, but I was on the Mirena. Okay. So I was taking birth control.
Yes. It does fuck up with you.
So you end up bleeding for like a really long time. Continuously, every day. Very ghetto. But we'll get to that when we get
we'll get to that. Yeah. I think what I found interesting though is that she said in her post interview, what did they call it again? Confessional scene.
Yeah.
She said that she tends to hold things in. Like, even when she only talks to friends or family, like when things are like really bad. And I'm like, that doesn't really sound very healthy, but at the same time also makes sense why you're a good housewife, because good housewives aren't balanced people, guys. Let's be honest. And it's Sarisha. And we'll talk about Sarisha because we want to bring her back MVP of the week. And I'm sorry, Sarisha's my MVP of the fucking season. Like,
But wait, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
So she's basically planning an event, and we find out that's the infertility party that she has, and she said that she's not planning on inviting Zama, and we obviously that we get told what at the party why. But then she said even though her and Maria are not doing well, she's still gonna invite Maria, and she says she still respects Maria. At least Maria can be honest and whatever. So. Whatever. Yeah. But the highlights of this episode, honestly, is that Mabusi's back. Okay.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But I don't want to say I love that advice, and also like ladies, gents, non-binary queers, everyone around, listen up. Like when the mom said to her, problems is obviously a natural thing that comes in a long-term relationship. And even like when you're dating someone, yes, problems can arise, but not problems like that are so big and this glaring before marriage. And I was like,
and I mean, really, she ain't lying.
Yeah.
She actually, that's a very good point.
Yeah.
What she's saying is tea.
I think I remember that because my mom once also told me the same thing. Well, she's always mentioned that same kind of advice. That like, it's weird when you get like glaring relationship problems that like even everyone else can see before marriage. It's okay like when you're dating and like, okay, you had a cute little fight at the chillers, but you guys moved on you. But like if like every time we invite you, we're like, oh, we don't invite Rita and her man because they're always gonna fight. It's always gonna be a mission. Then it's a problem.
Yeah.
But if you guys have problems that like not everyone can notice and that you only maybe share to like a close circle of your friends, that's fine. It's human. We are human. You have to go through those things. But very talented.
Yes. But yeah, Mabusi's back.
Oh,
you know, the goat is here.
What a scene now. I even know Mabusi in camps. I was like, Mabusi!
Mabusi is back.
What a scene. What a scene. Yeah.
And she's meeting up with Sarisha. And it looks like her and Sarisha have no problems. So they've been communicating still. And they never had a falling out like she did with maybe Nonku or Jojo.
When she said we never fell out of friendship. I was like, that is so spicy because she's talking to Nonku.
Yes.
And this whole thing about how like she's no one's friend, which is such a horrible like thing to say.
Let's just talk about the fact that, guys, don't forget, Nonku brought Mabusi into
We will never forget.
He was so quick to drop her.
And be like, who are you? Who are you? Even the way she was associated today, I'm like, oh, we'll see the old Nonku come back.
Yeah.
But the things that she was saying, remember how last week we were like, oh, this is a changed Nonku. No, we were seeing old Nonku come back, being petty again. Listen, and for no reason, for something that was your friend. That came to you.
I don't know what the issue was with Mabusi. They were saying Mabusi vibes, which we'll get into. But I don't get why Nonku just dropped her and then never claimed her again. You swear Mabusi fell out of the sky and fell into this group. Like, Nonku brought her in.
It was so wild. And also, you know what? Rather lose Nonku as a friend and have Sarisha. I'm sorry. I still feel like they're both great, but I would rather have Sarisha as a friend. That is some Bentley money that we're talking about over here. And they also know each other casually because the daughter was also opening. Also,
and hugged her.
Shout out to the daughter giving Blue Ivy energy. She was rehearsed. She didn't seem too nervous in front of the camera, like she's used to it. I mean, she's only 3 seconds. I know. Okay, Rachel give me a face of like, girl, it wasn't that deep. But I see the she's passing on the torch, you know, because I'm sure she asked which of my kids or my mini pugs are gonna open the door. Can't be the pugs because they don't have thumbs. So she was like, that's to be my kids. So I'm sure she spoke to her. She's like, I know you're more comfortable. Because the other you can tell very comfortable in front of the camera. Sarisha the dogs. Are we going to speak about it or are we over it?
No, we're going to get there. We're not there yet.
Okay, sorry.
You're like skipping ahead. So Sarisha's meeting with Mabusi, and Mabusi says that she still has her yoni business, and she's now back into her hair business. But Mabusi says she knows Angel, so they know each other through a mutual friend. I guess the husband that Angel brought to the party. So they know each other through the husband.
Yes.
Basically, Mabusi just tells her that she and Jojo are not on good terms because Jojo has blocked her from the socials.
After they did a show or did some show
together,
we don't know what it
is. And Jojo apologized and for everything that happened. And I'm assuming they're talking about the fight where Jojo threw water or champagne on Mabusi. I'm sure they're talking about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, they have problems.
But I mean, for me, it was the fact that like Jojo blocked her off of everything. I'm like, Jojo, you snake. Like honestly, because it was such snake. She said she even blocked her for the PR person, blocked her from this, blocked her from that. And I realized it was 2 years ago. Like, has it been that long when Mabusi beef was a thing?
Yeah. I didn't even realize that it was this serious for her. I didn't even think that they were that friends like that for her to be so hurt by it.
Yeah. Can we talk about those flashbacks?
Like. But that's at the end. Yeah, we'll get to the part.
No, the flashbacks were the flashback that they did of the other housewife from last season. The one,
yes, Mabusi.
Yes, and she's like, oh, why do you say such a shady comment? She's like, because everyone here is shady.
Yeah, they look down on Mabusi. They make her feel like she's that the
girl from the township.
Yeah, like.
It was actually painful because like everyone kept quiet, and the fact that like no one said no is very telling. I don't think people like Sarisha would have jumped in, but I'm sure Sarisha heard Nonku and Jojo talking about like, oh, she's so fake. Oh, you see that Alvi is actually upside down. Exactly. And I'm sure Sarisha's like, guys, no, please. I know Sarisha and the kind of energy she has. She's not someone to be that messy.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. She's a whole new person, but it was sad. It was actually sad seeing how quiet they all were and basically agreeing. Because you're quiet, you are essentially agreeing. You're too awkward to verbalize to say that like fuck, that was actually fucked up of me.
Yeah.
You know? It was very painful to like see that and how she said that no one shamed her as a friend. But now she's got a friend, baby. You got a friend.
Yeah. She's got Sarisha.
Exactly.
Sorry. So then and we also found out that Nonku and Mabusi haven't spoken for over a year. That friendship was dead anyway from the minute she got on the screen anyway. Like the minute we saw Mabusi and Nonku together, that friendship was doomed.
She denied her like Peace of the Night movies. 3 times, 5 times she did not. She was like, I don't know her. I don't know that if she walked down the streets, I wouldn't recognize her. No, it was
like a hotcake.
Yeah, but it was heartbreaking to just watch that show. For me, my heart really went out when I saw.
No, that's horrible because she did say even that when she heard Mabusi vibe, she wasn't offended at first. And so, when she heard the other housewife explain it, she was just like...
So that's what Mabusi vibes means. Exactly. It's like if someone said, oh, he's giving sis vibes. In my head, because I'm like the little juice. Yeah, I'm like, oh, he's energetic, he's jovial. He's like, no, but what is like, he's awkward, he's gangly, he can't...
like, bald.
He's bald. He pulls up to the ceiling with the... What? Pulls up to the scene with the ceiling missing.
You know what I'm saying? Like...
It was very shady. But I hope that this is now we'll see more of Mabusi, and this is Mabusi in her revenge era. Yes. TV show Revenge.
Do I remember that show?
The CW show of that lady who the rich people killed her dad, and okay, never mind. I'll tell her off camera.
Off camera.
Off mic. I'm manifesting, guys.
Off camera.
Anyway.
I love it.
Yeah.
So we have Jojo at home, and obviously her and Maria are okay with everything. They have moved on. So she invites Maria and also invites Amy, who arrives later. But basically Jojo wants to turn her art into a business. And that's what Bube has been encouraging. And we do get to see one of her art pieces, which I thought was really interesting.
Okay. Okay. 2 questions. I want to ask you now before I forget.
Yes.
A, Maria looked amazing.
Yeah.
There's something, that look was very simple, but she looks so good. And I know I mentioned this last time, but I really... It's your body. I know, Maria, it's your body. If you hear this, you don't need to change you don't need to change. You can change if you want to. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. But the lips look much better now. She just looks good. Aesthetically pleasing. She looks really, really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really, really enjoying this. I'm really, really enjoying
I
this.
never minded the lips, to be honest. I was like, whatever.
I never minded them, but like, they would come for them, and I was like, okay, it's not that bad, guys. Like people do these things,
Like,
and they can live. Yeah, they
very juicy.
Extra juicy. But I also didn't mind them. But I think now they look much better. Aesthetically pleasing, they look much better. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and also, what did you think about Jojo's painting? I loved it.
I really liked it. I was like, oh, she's talented. I was like, oh, girl, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But actually, your husband's onto something.
He is onto something, and it's very interesting because she said that the painting is a reflection of her personality on canvas.
On canvas,
and I'm like, that kind of does make sense. It's got this like white and black thing. She does play with the glamorous and the rock thingy, like know, showing the tattoos and stuff.
Very dark,
but at the same time, aesthetically, yes, goth Barbie.
Yes, a goth Barbie.
Goth Brat.
Yes. Yeah.
Goth Brat girl. It's very much that energy. Oh my God, Jojo, you are a goth Brat. Please Brats, go Jojo. And if you do, holla at us because we came up with that idea. But that literally it. Literally it. I wouldn't mind having that like in my house. Obviously, it's probably expensive as fuck.
Yeah, of course.
But if it's like a nice 5x5, that's like 2,000. I wouldn't mind having something like that in like nice little.
Yes, of course.
That's a nice dimension.
It's a good piece.
Yeah.
So good for her. I'd like to see more of her painting and stuff. That would be really cool.
I really did love this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and this speaks to your thing about what you've been asking from Jojo.
Like, I don't know if like these guys listen to our podcast and they're like, shit, okay, we need to. If y'all fix the editing thing next episode, that's when we know. We know y'all are listening on the slide, and there's a mole who's like, guys, listen, the editing is a bit janky because they're giving us what I wanted, and I didn't think it was gonna happen now.
But look how far we've come.
How far? I mean, I'm literally getting what I wanted. I'm very happy, and yeah, I'm very happy. I don't know if I want to put as my MVP, but she's bubbling under.
No, she is bubbling under. I mean, she's giving us a lot. I won't even lie. So Amy arrives, and basically, this is where you really needed to have listened to this conversation because now we're talking about Londi and Londi. There's two Londis.
I look confused. So Rita, okay, break it down for us, please.
So we know Londi London. That's the Londi that we first met.
Yes.
She's a real housewife. We met her through Annie, and now she's moved. She's not on the show anymore, but she's moved to Joburg. Then we have Londi, construction Londi with a Y.
Thank you.
Londi with a Y.
Yeah.
She's in the construction business. She's friends with Nonku. She's friends with Nonku and looks like Angel.
Of course, they're in the same business.
Same industry.
Okay.
And basically, Amy, Londi, and Londi have a connection. All three of them are connected in one way or another.
Okay.
Now let's go through it.
Yeah. You've got this down. I'm so impressed, my friend.
Yeah, I have written this down.
Points, guys. She made sure. She read the articles.
So,
she did her homework. Receipts, proof, timelines.
Everything. Okay, bitch, I'm ready. So obviously we go back to what happened last episode when Londi and Amy had a problem.
Yes.
And Londi was basically expressing that, listen, this bitch was gossiping about me, essentially.
Yeah.
But Amy and Londi know each other through the social media streets.
Oh, yes. Londi with a Y. Londi with a Y follows Amy. And it looked like Londi with a Y was kind of like a groupie, but not really a groupie. It looked like she had spice her because she said, from what Amy said, she would always comment on my stuff. She would always
so she was an Instagram
and I was just like
friend.
Say thank you, like a double tap for thank you kind of energy.
Yeah, they sound like Instagram friends.
Yes.
Very Instagram. They know you through the socials. But maybe know you in the streets as well, but we don't talk with
we go to the same clubs, the same Durban clubs. Yeah.
So when the hijacking story was popping, when Amy was hijacked, Londi had made some comments to one of Amy's friends. But Londi did not know that this friend was friends with Amy.
Okay. So hang on. So Londi with the Y made some comments about this hijacking.
Yes.
Okay, to
Amy's friend.
We don't know this friend's name.
We don't know this friend's name, but Londi didn't know that this friend was friends with.
Yes. With Amy. Small guys. It's kind of small.
So she made these comments.
Another question. So do we know the boyfriend's name? The abusive ex-boyfriend.
We can get his name. I don't know. He's dating Londi in London.
Let's call him Scammer.
Yeah, Scammer.
Yahoo boy.
So anyway, Londi said these comments to one of Amy's friends, not knowing that this girl was friends with Amy.
Okay.
So then that's when Amy sent her the DM saying, "Hey, watch who you gossip, about. Well, about me." Now, Londi with a Y and Londi, i.e. Londi London, are friends, right?
Let's call Londi London.
Londi London,
yeah. LL or whatever, London. Yeah.
So Londi and Londi London are friends. So Londi London is dating Amy's ex.
The same one who had abused her and also told the family and said, I'm going to kill your daughter and that you won't know where she's,
and the same
according
person,
to Amy.
And the same person that, I don't know, the streets are saying tried to get his Porsche back, and he's the one that orchestrated the hijacking.
That's the Zama streets. Because I don't know if it's the entire streets. Have you been looking on Twitter?
No, I don't know.
I feel like it was the Zama streets. I feel like it was Zama's fabricated streets.
That's obviously the same person that they're talking about.
Okay.
Now, Londi London is dating that guy. Anybody that's on the social media streets,
yeah,
you guys have seen that Londi started dating this guy, right?
And don't forget his face.
No, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm looking right now. Yeah.
Londi's dating this guy. And remember, she moved back to Joburg and she was on Mac G's podcast. I never actually watched it, but I saw a clip on like TikTok.
He was on there.
No.
He was on there,
yeah.
After Housewives.
Yes, after Housewives.
Because
remember that she said she left Durban with nothing.
Because of the other guy before.
Yeah, the guy, that basically cut her off essentially and basically told her to leave Durban. So she was living at home. So in this podcast with Mac G, I didn't watch it actually, but I just saw a clip. And basically, she just talks about how she basically was broke, like completely broke when she moved back to Joburg. Fine. Now she's started her hair business. Then I think she started seeing this guy. I don't know what the timelines are, but yeah, she's with this guy.
Yes. After dating this guy and after all this news as well, I'm sure the streets have been bubbling talking about this. This is what I find wild. Okay.
So then this guy buys her a new car. So let's say he buys the car on a Monday. Like a very nice car, it was a BMW.
Buys London, double L.
Yeah, London buys her this nice car on a Monday, right? Yeah. Literally that same week on a Saturday, he buys her another car. So now she has 2 BMWs. And people online were like, let's get the SIU involved.
Yeah, because lifestyle audit. This is not fake. I'm unemployed. It's 3 years and you're getting 2 cars in a week. I'm sorry, that doesn't, it's giving scammer.
No.
It's giving scammer.
So there was that. And then she also gifted him a gun for his birthday. It was a very weird video. I think the video should be...
Not me and my third grade on slide tonight.
So yeah. And then, if anybody saw the story of a shooting at a nightclub.
Oh, sorry guys. There's lightning. Yeah, there's lightning. So we might...
So you might hear that.
Yeah.
But there was a shooting at a nightclub. And he was the guy that almost shot a bouncer. Her third boyfriend, her scammer man.
Okay, so please repeat that because I'm looking at Instagram now. Sorry.
Scammer guy.
My phone. Okay.
There was a scandal about somebody that was shooting at a nightclub, trying to shoot a bouncer. Wow. And it was him. So,
my gosh. I hope it's not Annie's club.
No, it was in Joburg.
In Joburg. Wait, do you know which club?
No, I have no idea.
Oh my gosh. This guy, like, so here, okay, here's what I'm getting a sense of after, and thank you for breaking it down perfectly. Yeah. Like, shout outs. Give my girl a bells. Actually, give us some monkey shoulder because that shit slaps. Anyway, here's what I'm getting from all of this. There are rumors. None of it is confirmed yet. Maybe if we look deeper, we can find some. We can find police reports. Some.
Yeah.
Maybe we're that nosy, but there are already reports. And for me, I always say, guys, where there's smoke, there's fire. Especially if there's more than one smoke signal. If there are many smoke signals, there's certainly a fire. Certainly, it's not just a stove on fire, a stove that's cooking, a stove that's smoking. So this man is definitely dangerous. She's given him a gun. And although him shooting a cop, I mean, the one who shot the bouncer, was there a police report?
I don't know what happened to that, but it was a video. I think they did take it to the police, but I don't know what's happened with it. Maybe maybe he has connections. Who knows?
Okay, for the sake of this, I'm gonna just reserve my comments because this man sounds
dangerous.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Okay. So there's all of that.
Yes.
Okay.
So now,
where are we now?
People think that Amy has a problem with Londi because she's friends with Londi London. And that's not the reason. She's saying that's not the reason why I'm upset with her. I'm upset with her because she gossiped about me about the hijacking to a friend.
To a friend who is this friend also in the same circles as Londi London?
No.
So okay.
So she was just bringing up Londi London just to say like.
It's messy. This
is the situation.
Okay.
Yeah, that I'm friends with Londi's friends with Londi London, and that's why people think we have a problem, and that's not the issue. Yeah. So basically, we found out that Amy's ex is Londi London's current boyfriend.
Yes.
Well, we don't know if they're still together now. I don't.
In a nutshell, that's what it is, which is hella spicy. And if Londi London wants to come back, please, baby, because that is spicy.
She'd be so great. She's still great for the show. Right
now. We need to talk about the next parts. What Amy was also accused of. Because, the hijacking is horrible, guys. No one should ever go through anything like that. That's fucking disgusting and really painful. And my heart goes out to her. But when she did she go to jail and then she left?
Yes.
What happened then?
Yeah,
that's
she says that her ex put her through hell, and the ex was living a double life, like you know most men do, to be honest. You know, having a second family.
He's in your girls.
But he basically had a separate home with this other girl, and while he was married to Amy. Yeah. And basically, she found out about it, and she's like, "I'm going to go have a woman-to-woman moment and go speak to this person."
Which was really a horrible idea, but I also get it. I get it.
Yeah, you know, but the girl on the other side of the door was like giving her attitude.
Not
and
today.
She was like, "This is my house, actually. This belongs to me." She started grabbing TVs and basically taking stuff because she was like, "This belongs to me."
Like Amy did this.
Yeah, Amy did this, and then she basically went to jail. Well, she has a case. Sorry, this girl opened up a case against her. So now she's currently in court fighting something about a robbery or something, whatever the term is.
For me, it's also wild because, like, granted, she shouldn't have gone through what you've gone through. But I'm also like, baby, you know how dangerous your man is. This man has even threatened your family. Like, imagine how worried your parents are, or whoever like would look after you. Imagine how worried they are getting a message like that. Like that would, like, I would dread for something for my parents to experience something like that. But now you still went to the girlfriend. I'm not saying like I'm not judging her. I'm not, because we're all human, guys. We all make like fuck. But I'm just looking in retrospect. I'm like, baby, was it really the best decision?
Listen.
And what I also don't like is that I don't think she realizes that it was the best decision, because the way she justified it, the way she spoke about it, she's still defending it.
No, true.
You know what I'm saying? She doesn't feel bad about it. And like, two wrongs don't make a right. They don't. Wycliffe Jean and that other girl who don't know, they said it. They said two wrongs don't make a right. So why did she do that? It didn't make sense. And also knowing how dangerous this man is, anything could have happened. You could have probably walked into a meeting that no one should be in besides them. And because now you're so mad and you're seeing red, you're like, no, fuck, there's probably another fucking girl in there, isn't there? And maybe it was a dangerous meeting. And what if something happened to you? I'm sorry to like jump to that conclusion.
I was like, that's
a jump.
That's a jump.
It's a jump, but honestly, I mean, this is someone who's that dangerous, guys, from what I'm hearing, you know, and it is a jump.
Made her go crazy, I guess. He was doing shady things.
I just don't like how he did not take. I'm happy with her opening up like that, but at least can you respect the fact that like that's dangerous, and don't put yourself in a situation like that again. Because the way she was talking, like, whatever, like it was, what did they call it, breaking in or something. I was like, damn, so you're not taking this seriously at all.
So she's in court for that. So I don't know.
Still in court for it.
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, they're still currently in court for it. So
okay, well, it's not a while ago, so maybe we could find an update, but we'll check.
Yeah,
later.
Hopefully. Wow. But yeah, then we have Sarisha. She's at home and she invites Slee. And honestly, the thing that I took away from this scene was just that Sarisha's pugs are loud, man. Like all over that microphone, those pugs were just puffing and puffing, can't breathe. I was just like, no.
They are a lot. And what kills me is even like Slee knows them by name.
Yeah, she knows.
She's like, we're not, calm down.
Yeah, I was like,
how can you tell? Because there's like 20 of them.
And they follow her everywhere in the house.
It's an army. Even Slee was like, so do they follow you everywhere?
Yeah, the dog, and my dog follows me everywhere. Yeah. But also have multiple.
Yeah. If they were 2 Cuscos is a lot.
No.
But also like, okay, 1 pug, 2 pugs. 2 pugs are cute. 4. You've gone too far. You've gone too far.
The pugs were part of the scene. Like, she can't put them somewhere. They have to be a part of the scene. She can't lock them in a room and give us like an hour.
She has to send release forms for each one.
I'm telling you.
She has to send a release form for each pug so that they can be on there. They get paid. They get the royalties. I wonder if there's an Instagram account on them. That would be cute.
Would it? Pugs are ugly. I'm so sorry. I hate to say it. Pugs are ugly.
Updates, because also I'm just like, you know, like as the show goes on, because you know, like with Housewives, what I always love about Housewives, like a cute little something very cute, is how we watch the kids grow up.
Yeah,
it says something about like just like wow, like this is kind of like a legacy, you know, like, you know, and also I guess it's great for the Housewives because they you get to watch your kids documented. Obviously, like something doing weird random things, but you get to see your kids grow up. You know, I think I got that thing from Kyle. When Kyle was like, my kids have literally. Yeah,
people started driving. One's going to college, come back home as well.
Like, it's a whole legacy, and I'm not she's gonna leave, but that's a discussion for another time, maybe for Patreon. Ooh. But my point is, so there's that kind of thing. So in my head, I'm like, yeah, you know, eventually we'll see the paths go like one by one. We've seen housewife dogs die. No, it's still the same number.
There's so many.
Like, but she just replaced them.
That's a good question. Does she replace them? She probably does.
I don't want to accuse her of that. But low-key, I feel like she would do that. And she'd be like, thing is like, but like, I really miss, he'll just be called whatever again.
No.
Maybe
those
not.
pugs were all up in the mics.
But I need an Instagram account on these pugs because I need to know how many are they, how old are they, so we can like keep track of like what's going on. Honestly,
does she even know herself?
Can we have a spin off about the pugs?
Can you imagine Sarisha and her pugs? Like, I love Sarisha, but my God, I'm not watching that show.
Anyway.
But Slee comes over knowing the pugs' names and things like that. But Slee talks about that she likes the new Nonku, and the new Nonku is an easier pill to swallow.
You stop with that thing because it's shady. You said it for the fourth time now. We get it. Okay, she's a new person, but like, stop saying like she's a brand or she's a product. It's like, I like you like this. Never drink again.
Yeah,
it's like like when you make healthy changes and then someone keeps pointing it out. It's like, damn. I made a change because I did it for myself. You don't have to point it out. Like, okay, what are you doing? Yeah.
So then Sarisha brings up maybe she feels that the group is being too mean towards Zama.
No, and she wasn't lying. And she lied.
Feels bad. Yeah. And we obviously see maybe in the next scene how you feel about that, but she feels a little bad, and Slee feels like Zama lies, just as an outright liar, and she's basically saying that she referred someone to Zama for I think it's like for an event that Zama was having, and Zama didn't end up paying this person.
Yes.
So she first said that she was overdrawn, then she said there was a person that had passed on. So
what does that have to do with my money?
Like,
is that a relative that you're contributing to the funeral for?
Pay me for my services rendered.
That's it. That's it. Like, once it's an agreement, and for me, I'm very passionate about that. Like, I don't care if Rita is good at cooking. If I ask Rita to cook for me, I'm gonna have to pay her because yes, I can invite her, she can sit down, but she had to work. And like, so I'm always a firm believer in giving something that's rated, when it's a payment plan, something, but there has to be an agreement of I'm going to pay you for, because you're good at what you do.
Yes.
And it's not just my auntie cooking, it's someone who's really good at it, and it's going to give us a nice experience and a good memory. So therefore I should give her what she's due. I don't like that thing. I don't like it.
So she hasn't paid this person, and basically I feel like just Lee's just like, I don't trust this person. Like, I don't trust this girl, and yeah. So Slee feels like Sarisha should be the one to speak to Zama like one-on-one. And I think Sarisha was living. She's like, oh, I'm a matriarch. She made that comment. I guess I am the matriarch. And I was like, look,
did you say that? I missed that. Sarisha.
She's
yeah.
Coming into her own.
No, she came into it. She honestly came into her own. She sowed the oats. The oats have grown, and I'm so glad. Like, even when they were cutting to like her confessional scenes, I literally said, I was like, "Oh, drag queen!"
Yeah, no,
because the looks are giving. Like, she looks amazing. And so, Risha, I'm not saying that in the insulting way. I mean, drag in the sense that, like, I mean, of course, drag queens. They're fabulous. The dress was giving. The lines, like, it was just amazing. I'm really shocked. I'm really, really shocked.
You're really enjoying it.
I mean, a lot.
I can tell.
Like I said here, generally, I'm just loving everything Sarisha's doing. She's the definition of Chakrahan. I don't know what she did or what she said. Oh, it's when she said, so, okay, I'm going to cut. I don't know if I'm going to cut follow your format, then I'll jump in when I get my points. Yeah.
Okay, cool. But basically, I mean, this is, nothing much left in the scene. So Sarisha's going to meet up with Zama. We see that later. But Slee says she's been going through therapy and she's been working through her dad issues.
Yes.
And she knows that. And I think one thing you need to realize, especially going through therapy and growing up, like we all have tough relationships with our parents growing up. You're obviously an adult, like you're a teenager, a young child, don't know how to really express yourself. And, you don't have boundaries, especially if you're, I guess, a millennial, you're really drawing boundaries.
You just accept people's boundaries. It's hard for you to give those boundaries. You have to negotiate a lot for there to be leeway, especially as black parents and that generation as well,
So so she has her dad issues, and she's just saying that she doesn't think that her dad is going to acknowledge anything. Like I think you don't go and that. Let me finish the statement. Actually, she said that she knows that her dad won't acknowledge anything, but she still wants to express herself. And I think you need to just go into expressing yourself is the goal here, not getting an I'm sorry, because parents will never apologize. They're not guys. Let it burn. So you just go there to express yourself and just let them know how you feel about something. And once you said it, you said it. And how they take it, you can't now think about how they're going to take it or how they're going to feel afterwards. Like, say what you need to say for yourself.
I love it, friend. Because that's one thing I've realized early on is that it's not good for you to keep things in. It's not, especially if it's something that's like bothering you or making you act a different way, or now you something changes in you or gives you anxiety or gives you it's not good to keep that in. And I mean, look, there's obviously different situations. It's all contextual. But if you are able to express what is giving you that anxiety. If you're able to express it to someone, do it. It's scary. It is scary, but you have to learn how to do it in a healthy way. And guys, this AI. Just go to ChatGPT and be like, I'm having a difficult relationship with a friend. How do I explain this situation in a way that they won't get offended? ChatGPT will help you. You don't have to read it word for word. Obviously, it's a robot, but like it'll give you nice guiding points as to how to say it in a healthy way, so that like you know that you said it in the best way. And if they receive it in another way, it's not because of how you said it, it's because they are just projecting or they're being defensive. And it's very hard to hear critiques about yourself. Doesn't matter how fully warmed you are, it's very difficult. And this is why I said love everything Sarisha's doing. Definition of chakrahan. If you go into Urban Dictionary, her face pops up, not a pay line.
So we have Sarisha and Zama finally meeting. Sarisha's being the matriarch, and she is
playing her role well.
You know what I'm saying? Like getting stuff done.
But what I will note before you start was how tense it was tense from the beginning.
When they first arrived,
interaction of like when housewives who are not gelling well together meet, immediately they're always very like a hi, how are you?
Yeah.
It was giving that. It was very
It was very tense. Zama was being very standoffish. She was not interested in meeting with, you could tell she was not interested at all.
Yeah.
Didn't want to be there. Thought this was a waste of her time. She didn't really want to engage. But basically, Zama just said that she feels like Sarisha doesn't reach out to her. And Sarisha does explain that she hasn't reached out because she's been put off since the whole Amy situation. Since the whole Amy situation and the hijacking and at her 40th birthday party, she just feels like she's been standoffish since then because I guess maybe she didn't like what Zama was doing to Amy or did to Amy.
And one thing that always annoys me about Zama is I like that she's giving the drama, guys. You know me. Oh, I'm probably far. I like that she's giving messy housewife energy. I like that. I like messy housewives. I just don't like how she always, when people are like, so what is up with that? What is up with that? Why did you say that? Instead of just saying, yeah, let me own it. She always does, no, you know what? I don't like, because she does with Nonku, she does with Sarisha. You know what? I don't like, why has no one checked up on me? Why is no one on my side? And it's like, no one's going to be on your side if you come crazy. People will eventually join up. I mean, they will check up on you. But if you're acting crazy, expect people to like distance themselves
from you.
Honestly, because that's kind of triggering, my girl. It's triggering for some people. And I hate that she is an ultimate deflector. She's the Teflon Don. I don't know if she's related to the Zumas because one thing Jacob Zuma was very good at doing was deflect. And she does the same thing, but she's not doing a good job at it. It's actually annoying. And I wish someone can just be like, can you stop? Stop saying that and just answer my question, because you're not answering my question and you aren't being deflective anyway.
So then Zama says that her and Amy, basically Zama then says that her and Amy have resolved everything. And we did see them have a scene where they chose to move on from this. So it's true. But obviously Sarisha is not privy to that. She wasn't at the party the whole time. At Jojo's party, she had to leave early. So, she didn't know that. But Zama feels like Sarisha does not care for her at all. Like, just doesn't give a damn.
She said that about every single person. And she's like, no one cares for me. Okay, if no one cares for you, then why are you also here? It's also my thing. Like I've said, I enjoy villains, but I don't like villains who don't want to be there. If you're going to be a party pooper, then go. Like, she's actually annoying me now, Like, I appreciate the messiness, and she gave us some energy for the season. But what this also made me realize is that we actually don't need her, because we had a very interesting episode where, yes, there was drama about her, but there's also drama about the housewives. That still made the show more entertaining, Yeah.
So, basically, they bring up the whole ape hairline. And basically...
Sorry, guys. So just update you. We are watching, so we have Big Brother Mzansi on the background. We've got it on mute, of course, so we can focus. Like, we're just watching just to see, because I haven't watched the season at all. And, like, someone is hiding. Who's this man? What's his name?
A young puppy.
Yeah, okay, this is young puppy who kissed that girl, who has a girlfriend. Ooh, girlfriend. But yeah, young puppy is basically shirtless with, wearing underwear probably. But he's ironing his pants, basically. And, like, the legs. Hey, what's up, young puppy?
Okay. Leave it there. But Sarisha brings up the whole ape hairline thing, which I don't know what that means till this day, but it is what it is.
There's a lot going on. Cusco's also she's being needy. I get it. She's restless as well.
Yeah.
So if you hear that.
So Zama basically is just like, I didn't call you an ape. And Sarisha does say, I don't think you were calling me an ape, but I think Sarisha's basically saying that I realized that it was an insult after the fact, after other people brought it to my attention. And they are Black people just like you. it's kind of like, why would I not believe what they're saying?
And which is also where I saw her like deflecting to the T, because she was like, Surisha, I am black. I'm like, bitch, did you say it or no? You know, I'm sorry to speak out of her name, but I'm just like, did you say it or no? Stop saying, I am black. Yes, you are black. Yes, you are a woman. But did you say I have an ape? And didn't Surisha say that she was with her? She said it to her face.
Yes.
So she said it. So why is she even saying, I would not say that? I would not say that. Or maybe she's saying, I would not insinuate that. But she's just doing such a horrible job at defending herself. It's actually like annoying and kind of sad to watch, because I'm like, you caused this on yourself and now you can't even defend it.
True.
Damn, that sucks. It's like, and I will send this to the group. So we have a gamers group. Wow, there's a lot of men in underwear. Wow, maybe we should change. That's fine, I'll keep it. But there is a friendship group, a gamers group in our work circle, like who are also gamers, and that we we talk about it. So I was sitting to the guys that like, because I don't have a PS5, they play finals. It's like it's only for PS5 on I have a PS4. So I'm like, hey guys, mind if I recommend other multiplayer games that we can also play PS4? This guy goes, oh yeah, sure, sis, as long as it's not Sims. I'm like, and listen, you know I'm a gamer.
I know, but like
Sims, but it's, you know why? It's because I'm gay. So obviously the thoughts. And he knows. That's the thing is he knows. And I was like, okay, so you want to talk about mamas? I'm like, nigga, don't even start when you pay money for Fortnite, a 12-year-old game, and you use real money, and you're using real money. So let's talk about that. So I read him back, and then he said, which one of you skanks exposed me? He tagged my other work colleagues. I'm like, you exposed yourself because you're showing off all your skins, and I know all those skins you need money for them. So you probably spent 2K on Fortnite when like you don't even have to. Like, my nigga, spend that on invest, tax, something. But my point is like he asked for that read, and Zama did the same thing. Sorry, homie. I won't mention his name, but like he came for that. She asked for that read, and now she can't defend herself, and now she's being victim. Don't do that. It ain't cute. It's boring. Own it, Lisa.
You know? So then Surisha does apologize to Zama. She's like, sorry, I have not been there for you, even though she's explained why. And she says feel bad because she brought Zama into this group. So
has bad. Surisha is a chakra hunt, but she has bad judgment in people. Because who did she bring last season? That girl who was messy about living in London, Sunday.
Yeah.
You have bad judgment in who you need to bring to the circle. So you're great. I still love you. You're my MVP of the season, even though we're on episode 6, Surisha. Like, trust me, I'm a group A. But you have bad judgment in bringing new housewives, my girl. But it's okay. Keep them coming, because the messier, the more entertainment we have. So I don't mind.
So Zama feels like she doesn't have to be friends with the lady. She's like, she keeps reminding Surisha that I have great friends, genuine friends.
They're not on the show. They're not on the show, so we don't care.
I like, and I get that. I get what I need from those friendships, but I'm not looking for friendship with these ladies.
Then leave the show. How about that? Leave the show. Because here's also my thing. Remember earlier on, I was like, I'm worried about her because I know she's in the public eye a lot. Like, she was a pre-Surisha. Well, apparently she was on Simunye. We should check Wikipedia for her age. But she was a pre-Surisha kind of energy. And I knew why Surisha was very God in the beginning, because she's still on radio. So she still had a radio image to protect. On top of her. That's why. So I thought she was going to give that. But she has been so messy. I'm like, I don't know if anyone's going to hire you. Maybe they will hire you because you're relevant and people will want that and they'll get the numbers in. So maybe you could work in that way. I'm like, damn, you clearly have no jobs because you are just saying anything. Because there's no way a radio host could say something like that and it still be on air. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're on 5M would say, we're going to take you off air because you alluded to someone faking hijacking, that's not cute on our That's not so clearly there's no work. But hey, keep coming with the missed comments. Just own it. Just own it, babe.
Yeah, so she doesn't really be friends with the lady. She said she appreciates genuine and honest people. So we're assuming that the ladies are not genuine and honest.
Yeah. Oh, and then when Surisha was like, oh, are you genuine and honest? Oh, babes, I hope you have watched this. Even if you just watched that clip, it was so good. I'm like, this is the Surisha I've wanted.
Yeah.
Like, just a housewife I've wanted. Who come with the reads? Because that scene was intense. You can even ask Rita. I was looking at it like I was glued.
No, it was good.
I was walking up and down at like the energy of the reads. It was very tense, and it's what I've also wanted from the shows. Like that I love those tense moments between the two housewives not going along, because it says a lot about where they're going. I mean, Surisha said she looked like death, guys. So clearly we know how she feels about her.
Damn.
Because that was a confessional thing. So she said that months after they filmed, she was like, she's coming in looking like death.
Listen. So basically she keeps reminding Surisha I have a good pool of friends. She says that she has nothing to sort out with Angel, so she has no interest in patching things up with Angel at all. And then I like what Surisha said. It's like, you're a little bit wound up. Can you just unwind?
Woo!
And like, what a good point. Like, Zama has just been so T for tense.
The entire
whole time. And it's like, girl, episode. Exhale, breathe.
Waiting to exhale.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, girl,
breathe again, breathe again.
Something.
Like something, yeah. Actually, that's a very good point. Because the scene before that, or like the clip before that, they showed Zama saying, "Oh, actually, Sorisha is very fake. Sorisha is very fake," and I immediately said no. And then they cut Sorisha not being fake, because if you are authentic, you're able to also see when people are showing the insecurities. I'm not saying like oh my god, you're an empath, but you're able to see when people are not giving you real energy. And she said to her, "You seem wound up," and I was like, she hit the nail on the head. Yeah. And not them editing. So Let It Rain will give you props for that. How you guys edited that very well, of her saying she's fake and then cutting to Sorisha actually not being fake and being very real and reading her for being fake. Yeah. And so I found the genius. I really enjoyed that.
She really is wound up. Like she needs to unwind, take a breath. Like sometimes she honestly looks like she holds her breath. Like it's a lot. Like she needs to just, it's like, bring it down.
Will it be shady if I send her the Ariana Grande song, "Just Keep Breathing and Breathing and Breathe"? Because that song is all about like having anxiety.
Okay.
And like as well, like just breathing. It's just like, baby, I feel like you need this song. Just or Headspace. Maybe just in the Headspace app.
But maybe she's only wound up around the ladies. I don't know. Maybe it's a filming thing. I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt here.
I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. I think she's just wound up in general because, like Sorisha said, she's had many dates with people. And if you're not saying if you have many dates with people, there's something wrong about you. But if many men are talking about how they've dated you and they didn't enjoy the dating experience, it does say something that like you're not showing yourself in that relationship.
True.
Yeah.
And then we have the event of the episode. It's Angel's motherhood party, and so many things happened. Yeah. So let's go through all of it. In her confession, basically, Angel says that it's not her infertility journey; it's her infertility journey.
Oh, smart. Yeah. Smart. Okay, I like that.
So. Londi is the first person, Londi with a Y is the first person to arrive. And she basically is just talking about her issue with Amy. She's like, I don't know what the issue is. Like, I don't know what I said and who I said it to. So, Amy must come and tell me like what's going on so that I can understand. And basically, they're just social media friends, guys, because she says there's no history between her and Amy. So I was just like, damn, okay, so it really just an Instagram friendship, and I like your pictures, comment once in a while, yes, queen.
Yeah, that kind of energy. And it's a theme of the season, which also I think it's the first time I've seen a theme in the show. Like the theme is scammers, liars, and do you really know me?
Like,
honestly,
listen.
Yeah.
But okay, so Angel says she does plan on bringing it up to Amy so they can resolve this issue once and for all. And in that moment. Sorisha calls, yes.
Which, side notes, guys, put subtitles because you could not hear Sorisha for shit. Rita heard her, but maybe she had to do you have to play it twice for her?
No, I heard her.
You heard her?
Yeah.
Okay, I need subtitles.
No, but you need the subtitles for that.
It was very,
You did. Yeah. It was a phone call, and definitely something that was not planned very well by production.
Because you can see it was fake.
Yeah, obviously.
It looked very rehearsed.
We really could have. She did, yeah. It was very
they could have linked it.
Because how do you trust someone if I can bring a +1, but you say that you're 2 minutes away? So you're not asking me.
You're telling me. Yes, because you're 2 minutes away. If I said no, are you gonna stop and then give them a oop? Like what's happening?
Yeah, what's happening?
That's a good point.
Because she called and said, "How far are you?" He's like, "I'm just around the corner."
Yeah.
So I'm like,
yeah. It's like, okay, so you're forcing me to say yes.
And obviously, Mabusi had to be the last person. So Mabusi and Sorisha had to be the last people.
So that's why they didn't like that.
Yes.
But of course, it's done better.
Because you know why they did it? Because they also needed Angel to bring up that Sorisha's bringing a +1 and to build up the suspense of who's this +1.
And that Angel didn't know that the +1 is coming. But there's better ways of doing this.
Yeah, no, they were.
We've seen in American shows, we've seen better
ways. No, there was a better way of doing this. This was definitely last minute. But anyway, Sorisha calls. So all the ladies arrive. I think as a group, the ladies look really, really good. I think there were some great outfits. So everyone looked. It felt very nice, smart, casual. I really did like what they were.
Even now, Angel and is it Angel and Londi? No, Londi with the white. Who Londi with the white chilling with before they came into the.
No, she was talking to Angel. Oh, she came through. She came with
Angel, ne? Well, they were wearing like complementary colors. Like they had the same material, but like one was green, one was in blue.
No, are you talking about Amy and Maria wearing the same outfit at Summer's 40th?
Amy and Maria, I think. Yes. And Zama's supposed to. No, I'm not talking about that. Okay, it's fine. We'll go. I'll remember it. But yeah, there were two people who looked very good at this infertility thing. Like they were wearing pastel colors.
Yeah.
And like a linen thingy, and they both were like, they suited. Everyone looked good.
Okay.
You know, it was a hard thing of like us having to pause and look at everyone and be like, who was good? Because I think
everyone looked good. Everyone looked really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Angel explains why she hasn't invited Zama, and basically just like she has something important to share with the ladies, and she wants it to be a safe space, and she wants to be vulnerable with the ladies, but she feels like if Zama was there, she wouldn't be able to do that.
She would say, let's put a pause on that. Yeah. Let's cut your cake.
Like, so all the ladies are seated, and as Angel is about to tell us about her infertility journey, Mabusi and Sarisha arrive, and lots of responses. I mean,
I was snapping.
I was living. I was
also living. I'm like, let's go. Let's go. But okay, yeah, okay. Give all your notes. I'm gonna answer my questions.
Yeah, because it was. I like the reactions were very like. Nonku was not happy to see her. Nonku was like, "Who the hell is this?"
Nonku's something very shady. Yeah, I was like,
"What's her name again?" Oh! And I was just like, "Nonku."
You started, and she's like, "Oh, so this was a surprise."
And obviously, JoJo's oblivious to any kind of beef that they have. She's
like, really was, because she was genuinely like, she wasn't even.
She's shocked to see her, happy to see her. She's like, "Yeah, me and Mabusi are good."
Yeah.
So she's completely blindsided about what happened next. But the event starts, and basically, Angel shares her story about her fertility, just about her body. And she basically said she had lumps in her breast when she was about 24. And then she basically found out that she had fibrosis, and she had to go in for surgery to remove the fibroids. And it causes a rift between her and her partner going through her cycle, and she has very, I guess, long periods. And it creates an issue with her partner, because anybody that's had a period, and anybody that has maybe endometriosis or anything like that, you know how hectic periods can be, and what the journey that you go on in those 5 to 7 days. Like, it does a lot to your hormones.
I mean, I think they definitely. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. No.
There definitely can be a lot more education about it. I just feel like, because the way fibroids is spoken about, I'm glad it's happening though. There is a lot more exposure, and I think the first fibroid mentioned in like the Housewives universe was probably Cynthia.
Yes.
I can't remember anyone earlier.
Yeah.
I was thinking in Atlanta, and the first time I heard of it, I'm like, oh, okay, what's fibroid? It didn't click to me what exactly it was, but I'm slowly getting more information, and also like I guess the thing of me educating myself. Right? Like I don't know why I'm expecting for housewives to do it. It's not their job. But I think for people who are lazy, because people enjoy being ignorant. I guess I'm also reading myself, but people like saying, okay, but then what happens? And it's like, you can just fucking Google. You can go onto Google, So I just wish maybe there is more. They should just maybe give like, they don't have to, but it would be maybe more better linked if they could give a thing of like, this is what happens to fibroids. Maybe they don't, because we already know Housewives is the majority of women who watch it. So all women will know what's happening.
Yes.
For people like me, I'm not sure. I just know the fibroids does affect childbirth, right?
Yes.
And it makes your periods more hectic, right?
Yes.
I'm not sure. I don't know the exact details.
Yeah.
So what's endometriosis?
I don't know. Endometriosis is basically
endometriosis.
Yeah. Ooh, let me actually Google the correct term for it, because I don't want to not say things.
Okay.
But let's get that to the end once we finish the episode.
Okay.
But while she's talking about it, we have a parallel scene, and
which was beautifully done.
Yes, very nicely done.
Yeah.
That Zama is basically going to a place called Vita Lab, and she's going to go see the gynae. And we found out that she's also had issues with fibroids and had to go in for surgery to get them removed. And very similar story.
Very similar to Angel, which is so wild.
But they don't like each other at all, but they could honestly relate. And I think that's just about life, right?
Thank you.
Just about life.
You read my mind.
There's some people that you probably will never get along with, but everybody has a story to tell, and you can always relate to somebody on one level or another.
True. I wasn't going to say that though. What I was going to say is that, like, often when you don't get along, there's a book that I read. I think it's by Rob Bell. He is a new age like pastor. Like he is an evangelist in the sense that like he reaches a lot of people, but new age, not drink doom. New age in the sense of like God is spiritual. God is, all religions are connected in that sense, but he is Christian practicing, but he believes in all religion, in all religions and whatever. Google Rob Bell, amazing guy. A very motivational spiritual leader. But what he said, that's often the reason why if you don't get along with someone and you're struggling to get along with someone, because none of us doesn't want to get along with someone. We all will try. But if there's just a disconnect on both sides, and because I'm feeling, why does Rachel not like me? You're feeling, why does Sis not like me? We're all coming from our own perspectives, but it's also a thing of, it's because you guys are very similar. And maybe not similar in upbringing, but there's something that is very similar to it. And that's why as you guys struggle so much, because you guys can see each other's faults. Subconsciously you see each other's faults, and then you start reflecting or projecting. You start projecting. Yes. So that's also why they have been disconnecting. I mean, I know that the beef first started off with her saying, "Don't call me baby. Don't call me baby." But they still disconnected when Zama said, "Let's put a pause on that." And I think she wants to put a pause on that because she's like, "Shit, this is actually touching me. This should be my birthday. I don't know whether it was fake or not, but I should be happy right now, not feeling triggered." So maybe that's also why she put the pause on that. No, and that's how Angel read it. But that's also why they're clashing. And I wonder if, as they're watching this, they are relating. And I wonder.
Hopefully, when they get to the reunion, it'll be different.
I wonder, because Zama is a problem. Zama is tough. She doesn't want to connect. She's intentionally putting those walls up. But I love how that was shot. It was beautiful. Maybe not shot, but just how it is narratively structured. The narrative of it. It's like if you're reading a book and then they cut to, the person who they hated to is going through the same thing. You're like, oh shit. It was one of those moments. It was beautifully done. I was
very nicely done. And basically, she goes in for a pap smear, and basically they check for fibroids. There's no fibroids at all, and basically has her eggs, so she's doing well health-wise. She doesn't have to go in for another surgery or anything like that, which is really great news. And the same goes for Angel.
Yeah, she actually, I don't know what happened. Maybe it was misdiagnosis. Misdiagnosis. Yeah.
And she also spoke about wanting to educate herself more and to understand it better and things like that. So good for her.
I love how she said she opened up and she was like, guys, honestly, it was misinformation. So it's not a thing of like, so when you're being a hypochondriac or you're fake. It's like, no, I was honestly misinformed. Maybe I went to a wrong doctor. Maybe I was so scared that I didn't check up. And it goes back to what I said last week. Like, it doesn't matter how bad you think it is, guys. Rather go and find out so you can deal with it and come up with a game plan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she also then gifts the ladies, and I thought it was such a nice moment for her to like open up to the woman. She gifted them basically all of the ladies are mothers. And she gave them pictures of the woman with their kids.
That's
such a lovely gesture.
It's so simple, guys. It also goes to show that like you don't have to break bank. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I think it's a prawn. Oh, is it Cusco?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was the Christmas prawn because that prawn was huge. I don't know what it's called. Park something, whatever. Anyway, point is, gifts can be cheap, guys. Yeah, gifts don't have to be expensive. Just sentimental and thoughtful, aligned with her theme of the party. Everyone loved it. I mean, come on, you're tugging at a mom's heartstrings. It was beautifully done, and I even wrote here. I was like, no, guys, Angel really is the moment. Is the moment. She's living the tagline.
Yeah, this was very. It wasn't good. This was good for her.
Good for her. And I even said to Rita, I was like, Zama's in trouble. Yeah, Zama's gonna have to fight now. It's either she leaves the show or she's on the outs.
She's the only one there.
Yeah, that's Cusco.
She's the only one there.
Yeah.
And then she says that she looks up to the ladies. They're all amazing moms and how they all speak about their children. And then we jump to Sarisha basically talking about, Zama. And she just tells, I guess, of the meeting that they had together. And she feels like Zama has some deep healing to do, which I can agree with. I think there's some stuff that she needs to resolve.
But it also how mature Sarisha is, because Zama was not being nice to her at all. But she still had the maturity to be like, no, let me take myself out of the situation and look at like what is the problem.
Exactly. So Mabusi then jumps in because I feel like Mabusi honestly only was there to start shit. Mabusi did not come for any kind of motherhood event. She didn't come for any of that. She came to confront Jojo, and that was it.
And okay, how do you feel about how she did that? Because it didn't come off well.
No, it didn't.
That's also why Sarisha was quiet the whole time. Because I'm sure Sarisha's like, I'm giving you a chance to come back into the group.
And you made like this.
And that's also why like Housewives is such a strategic thing. It has to be very strategic. And like unfortunately it's not, because when you're human, how you react is how you react. But you have to look at it like, okay, what am I trying to present here? How's this going? Is this being read well? Because you have to win the people over for you to be featured in more seats.
Exactly.
And the way she was acting was very uncomfortable.
Because she didn't. It wasn't attacking her. It wasn't casual at all.
And like Jojo and Nunko were like, okay. And like when something's like that and you look crazy, it's not looking healthy. But I also understand, Mabusi. You're still our fave. We understand why you reacted that way. Like it's still a sore topic for you. But they also did have a point. It's 2 years, baby. And it's just Instagram. It's just Instagram.
So basically, Mugusi says that she wants to address Jojo, and she says that they did basically, I don't know what they did together. It sounds like they did like an interview together, but in that interview, it looks like Jojo apologized.
It was coming off as she was apologizing, but meanwhile, before it even started, she had blocked her off of everything, including the PR.
So now I think Mabusi is now thinking like how we went into this interview together. You apologized to my face and to basically the whole country, and I thought that we were good. Then Jiggy, you blocked me out of nowhere.
Which is also why I understand why she's so hurt by it as well.
Yes,
because it's the first time she's being able to reflect on it. Jojo has healed because Jojo wasn't she. When you are the victim. Yes, she wasn't the victim, so she didn't even need healing. Actually, you're right. Yes. She didn't need healing, so that's why she was so blasé about it, and that's why I understood where she was coming from. But that's also why, Mabusi, you had to come very strategically, not reactive. Like how Sarisha fought. One thing I forgot to add: when Sarisha was fighting with Zama, voice did not go up. Yes. She was talking to her. Like if you were just looking at it, you'd be like, "Oh, they're having an intense conversation," but you can't hear it because she's not shouting. Which is masterful, and that's also why I'm like, she's a chakra hand because she has tapped into the thing of like knowing when to release this energy, also having compassion, also having understanding, listening, and then talking. Not just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Mabusi needed to give more of that energy, and I hope Sarisha gets taking her for some yoga classes or some meditation. She needs some meditation classes actually to calm down. That's what she needed.
But she basically asked Jojo like, "Why did you block me?" And that's when Mabusi now starts using the plot. She's like, "Jojo, you're fake."
Because Jojo wasn't
because the apology wasn't. She's like, the apology that you gave me wasn't even. Basically, it wasn't real. Because then after that, you blocked me. Then Jojo speaks about how I think Mabusi brought up, "No, you gave me some meat," and Jojo says that she sent her a meat packet. Don't forget, her man owns a butcher. So Jojo sent her like, I guess,
okay, I'm so glad you're following because there were parts where I was like starting to follow the conversation, the arguments.
So she gave us some meat, and I was like, "This is so random."
No, but it's not random. It's actually passive aggressive because
you blocked me and then you gave me some meat.
But it's still giving is that thing of like it's Mabusi vibes. You know, it's like, oh, Shane, give the township girl some meat because like she's struggling, so she's only on a salsa grant, guys. Give her some meat. I'm sure she'll appreciate. You know, it's giving off that energy. It's different if I'm having an event. And then I'm like, hey, I'm hosting a bride, guys. Hey, 50 people. Then you come like, hey, my man's got a butchery thing. I'll hook you up with meat. That's different. But if you, it depends on the context. But it's still shady.
No, you know,
because she won't give Nonku that. Yeah. She'll give Nonku a cute Cartier bracelet, but she won't. But she'll give Mabusi meat. Wow, like it's a cute pack. Like it's Christmas season, and you have to donate 50 rand for the what? No, that's shady. That's shady.
So things start to escalate, and they're basically now screaming at each other. And basically, Mabusi saying, "You fake as fuck." They're basically saying, "Shut up, no, you shut up, no, you shut up." And then Mabusi calls Jojo a white bitch. And Jojo gets up and she's like, "Oh, hell no. No. They're going back and forth. Jojo now stands up. Obviously, it escalates the situation. And Mabusi's like, "Dude, do you want to fight me? Like, you want to go through this all over again? Like, we're doing this again."
The fact that Mabusi said it so casually means that she knows she'll win. She knows. She'll be like, come.
Can you imagine fighting Jojo?
The same person who's scared to open a packet of chips. You see how she opened a packet of chips? Like she closes her eyes and she goes, again, it's like that white bimbo, which I think she overplays because it's TV. Yeah. But she has like that bimbo thing of like,
yes.
But anyway, I do think she overplays it.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, who would win in a fight? Maybe that should be our other poll, guys. Who would win in a fight, Mabusi or Jojo?
If anybody votes for
Jojo,
honestly, if anybody votes for Jojo, I'm judging.
She goes for classes. I'm sure she goes for, like for defense classes, but it's also defense classes against like real fight. But now I'm also playing into. Now we're playing into
fighter.
But we're playing into the thing that Mabusi is a girl from. We're giving Mabusi.
She was like, "I'm from wherever. Don't you fuck with me."
Yeah, Lamont or Clamont, so next week.
From Lamont or whatever. Like Lamontville. I'm from Lamontville.
If there's anyone who stays in Durban or knows Lamontville, please comment when you're watching on Instagram, Apple Music.
It's like Google Maps. Go look it up. Go Google my hometown. It's like, go Google my hometown. That's what she said. Go Google it.
Anyone, like, just let us know on something. DM us on Instagram. Just let us know if you really like. No, trust me, Lamontville, you do not.
It's popping.
I know a lot of Indians and
the way she said it, though, is popping. The way she said it, though, she was confident. The way she said it,
just very confident.
She's very confident. She knew it's popping there. She knows it's popping.
Do you want to fight? Do you wanna?
Do you want to fight?
It was giving mother, may I?
Yeah. May I? So now Jojo gets up and she leaves. Nonku gives her a little pep talk and is like, listen, don't stoop to her level. And yeah, so also Maria gets up because Maria feels like Sarisha is coddling Mabusi, which is true, but also she brought Mabusi here. But anyway, everyone's running to Jojo's defense. Even Angel gets up and goes to Jojo. And basically, Angel's like, listen, it's my event. I'm going to ask her to apologize. If she doesn't apologize, and I'm going to ask her to leave.
That white bitch comment was too far.
Yeah, it was. White bitch comment was
That's what she said.
I was like, how offensive is white bitch? I'm so sorry. I have
okay, yeah. Let's get opinions.
Let's not get there yet. No, I still have to wait. I know
because we are dying to give our opinion, guys.
Yeah, I'll know when to segue in there. Because, fine. Then Jojo explains what happened. She's like, she got death threats after what happened.
Yes.
And listen, people take it too far. She deserved to get dragged. But guys, you can't be sending death threats and shit like that. Like, guys, but it's that serious.
It really
is. Serious, but it's not. That makes sense.
Okay, also just to give you context, I'm coming from more of like an outside looking in perspective, but I am still leaning towards where the side race is going on. Okay, sorry, please. Give the facts. Okay, give the facts. Okay.
So fine, she knows. So basically, Jojo's like, I'll go back in if she wants to have a conversation, then we can have one. But basically, she's just like, I had my reasons for basically asking her out. And she cried. Yeah. And I have no sympathy for white women. I'm so sorry. I really
give me some facts. Sorry.
So then they go back to the table.
Yeah.
Then Amy moves and Angel sits in between Mabusi and Jojo. And she's like, guys, things escalated. She's like, we have to learn how to respect each other and we can't use racial slurs. Do we think that calling someone a white bitch is a racial slur?
Okay, I'll read to give our opinions.
Yes,
now. Yeah. Okay. This is what I've written, guys. So you understand my level of thinking. What I wrote here, I said white bitch. I even wrote white bitch in underline asterisks. Why are we talking about it like she said, like Mabusi said, the equivalent of nigger? And that's always my thing for me. There is nothing that could be as hard as someone, I don't care whether it's a white person, whether it's an Indian person, another person of color calling you a kafir or saying nigger when it's not their word to say. So why are we pulling white bitch to this level? Everyone was so offended. They were like, the white bitch was so it was so far, guys. Like we were laughing. I'm not gonna lie, we were actually laughing.
I chuckled.
She cried. What I wrote here, what? White tears. Oh, also white tears. White tears can be commodified, guys. Like the moment a white woman cries, drop everything. I don't care if you stub your toenail. We are suing the table. That's what we're doing. We're going to sue that table.
Exactly.
Because how did the table be there? So that your foot could. It's like that is just how crazy it is. And it was also very telling of a critique of society and how we expect, even if you sympathize with a black woman, if a white woman is also as aggrieved, we will always give the white woman a lot more sympathy. And you guys can fight me on this. I don't care. I'll drop my handle. I really don't care. I'm like, I do not care. This is how I feel, and I'm standing by it. White woman, as soon as a white woman is aggrieved, everyone is dropping everything. Everyone is running.
And what you're saying is so important because the minute she got back to the table, everyone got up.
Where my pussy was.
Everyone got up.
Everyone got up and gave her hugs. Yes.
And I was like,
it's not that
it was never that serious.
It's not that deep.
Neither one of them. Okay, sorry, my dog is like talking.
All right. Just bear with us, guys. We'll have to bear with us because we're almost done, and then we'll play Cusco. Okay, my baby. Okay. Yes, boy. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Yes. Yes. Come here.
So basically, I just feel like it was never that serious. Deep. So on one hand, I get why Mabusi's upset. Because she left that interview or whatever they did together
thinking they're fine.
And
she couldn't talk, she couldn't address it for 2 years.
Yes. Yeah. So she was like, I thought we Gucci. Now I've been blocked everywhere. I don't know why I've been blocked. On the other side, it's just like, but this ain't that serious because it's just social media. Like, you guys are not really friends anyway.
You have a right. You have a right to express yourself, express your grievances, but just keep it mature, baby, because it doesn't look cute when you're overreacting.
Yeah,
but I get it as well.
Yeah, so it's like one of those things where it's just like it's also just social media. Like it was never that serious.
Yeah.
And also, you guys were really not friends. If we're keeping 100, Jojo and Mabusi are not friends.
They're not, and I'm glad that Sarisha stayed by her. Sarisha's such a real person. Like she's honestly sad because she was like, I don't care what these people are saying. I see something nice in her. I'm not gonna now join everyone else. You know what I'm saying? Like Slee, for example. Slee, I'm actually disappointed in Slee because Slee seems like someone who's always level-headed and stuff. Yeah. But she is always siding with things on the wrong side. She can see that what they're doing is wrong. Yeah. The way she's seeing Mabusi, she can see that. But she still goes and hugs Jojo.
Yes.
You know, Jojo's overreacting. It's white bitch. Like, Slee, come on. You're one of us. You're one of the people. It's not that serious. It's not. I'm sorry. It's horrible. Yes, it was a slur. It was a bit of like, ooh. But it's not as bad as if she said nigga okafa. That would have been a completely different. She's out of the show immediately. Yeah. So it was an overreaction. I mean, listen, Caucasian viewers who are listening, I would love to hear your opinions, and we're not going to come from your place of like attacking. We probably will disagree, but I would like to hear other opinions of why white bitch is seen as offensive.
Yeah.
Please let us know.
Yeah, let us know. I'm also very curious.
Yeah.
But now Jojo talks about the reason why she blocked it. Jojo's basically saying, listen, when people bring in bad energy in my life, I don't want to be a part of it. I stay away from it. So like I block it out of my life. And basically there was a Twitter space that happened. And basically they were talking about the whole Jojo and Mabusi thing. Mm-hmm. And basically people were sending Jojo death threats. And basically the issue was that Mabusi was retweeting some of these things. And if you retweet, it kind of seems like you agree with the statement.
Yeah, that's messy.
And she felt like Mabusi was also laughing about the situation.
But then Mabusi was saying, I defended you.
I did, yeah. So Mabusi's like, that did not happen. I defended you.
So maybe it was the thing of she quoted the tweet and then she responded.
Yes.
But sometimes when you're angry.
In the Twitter space, she defended her.
Yes.
That's what was being said about her in the Twitter space, about Jojo.
And then Nonku got, one thing to like note, Nonku and Jojo were defending each other. Jojo got so worked up because Mabusi was coming for Nonku. Then that's when she stood up. Then Nonku, as Mabusi said, no, I've been defending you. Nonku was like, no, hang on a second. That contradicts itself because you said that she was being a bitch to you, but now you said you're defending her. Both statements can be true.
True.
You know what I'm saying? I might have a problem with a work colleague, but I'm not gonna let anyone talk badly about someone in such a way where I'm like, whoa, dude, calm down. Like, yes, I might not fucks with her, but doesn't mean you must talk about her in that kind of way. Both statements can be true.
Yeah, so Nonku does chime in and she's like, don't forget that Mabusi called you fake as fuck. It looks like in that Twitter space. She called you fake as fuck, so you can't forget something like that. So that's where the episode ends, and we do see in the up next that we get a continuation of this motherhood party. So hopefully we do get to see Amy and Londi talk about what's been going on with the two of them. So hopefully we get that. But yeah, now it's the end of the episode. What did you think? What are your thoughts? What's your rating?
I love this episode. I was not anticipating that. And you know how I knew I loved this? Even because on my way here, when I was getting ready and I was in a rush and I was watching this while getting ready at home, I was still like, oh, spice, spice. I love the return of Mabusi.
Yeah, yes.
I do have a pros and cons list here. Hang on this section.
Go through it.
So I love pros. I love that there were new friendship dynamics being solidified. One thing about Housewives, if the friendship dynamics change a lot, it becomes good to watch. Yes. That's when I think Housewives becomes boring, when you see the same dynamics being played out over and over again.
Sure.
A good mixture of like emotional and as well as spicy scenes and people being vulnerable. Shout out to Angel because being that vulnerable is not easy, guys. It's not easy. And I did call it out that her boyfriend was giving isms. Her boyfriend was giving isms, but it's okay, babes. We fall in love, and he was a good-looking guy, so I don't blame you. Also, knew him since high school, so it was worth a try.
Yes.
Cons. Technical issues, man. Those cuts, those random cuts. What was that? There's no subtitles when it's like small little things where it's like, okay, we've done the episode, but now we need QA. We need QA. We need someone to be like, the cut there was off. Add subtitles here. We need those small little things. Once they've got that, they're onto something. Yeah. So for that, I could have given them 8 or higher. I'm gonna give them a 7.25.
Wow, 7.25.
Okay, no, 7.75. Because it was quite good, 7.75.
Okay, 7.75.
Yeah, Racer's giving me a look of like, what's the difference? You know the difference,
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think my cons also about the technical issues, like those are just very annoying. It makes it hard to follow the story sometimes when they just cut a scene so abruptly. So that was also one of my issues. But I agree, like a strong episode, I think we got a lot of spice. Which I appreciate, and good spice. It was good content, actually, not just fighting for the sake of fighting.
Yeah.
Like, I think for me, the highlight of the episode was Zama and Sarisha's meeting. I loved how tense that situation was. It was really good to watch.
It was so fun, and also how calm Sarisha was. It really gave me a masterclass on how to argue with someone. Like, how to argue and to be winning. Even if they think that they're winning, but they're overreacting. And you're just like, baby, you are looking crazy right now.
So I really appreciated that scene. So I feel like it was a very good episode. Like it definitely made me want. Like I can't wait for next week. Like I'm excited for next week.
What's the fact about this with an African? What did I call it again? African Bravo verse. We'll find the name, but African Bravo verse is what we're going for right now. So when it's African, I'm talking about from the Vinlander, which we still haven't watched, and maybe would be good for Patreon plug. Anyway, but like from the Vinlander to Lagos to Abuja, this is the first time I felt so excited for another. Okay, maybe Lagos there were those moments. Shame, I take that back. But it's been a while since I felt that way. That's my thoughts. Yeah.
So it makes you excited. So I think for me, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I really enjoyed the episode. So you guys let us know what you think.
Please.
What you thought about the episode. Let us know what you thought about the podcast.
Yeah.
Give us your thoughts on Mabusi being back. Love that she's back. So Mabusi's back. And let us know, I guess, are you team Jojo or team Mabusi?
Yeah.
Where do you stand on the whole drama? And do you think that calling someone a white bitch is a racial slur?
It's very important, guys. NB. Especially if you're white, and like please don't feel that, because I've noticed with white people a lot, they feel scared to give their point of view. As long as you're respectful, guys, as long as you're respectful, hey, it's the age of AI. Ask ChatGPT to put my views in a respectful manner, because one thing we're not going to tolerate is you saying, but you guys, don't give us you guys. We know your white people like to say you guys. Once you say you guys, we know where you're going. Just tell us your opinion in a respectful manner, and we'll read it. And maybe we won't comment because we also want to be respectful, but we'll read it, we'll hear the views. And if there is anyone that has an interesting view that is like, okay, I get that, I'm willing to be swayed. I really am. But right now, this is how I feel.
And we can always agree to disagree.
And which is also fine.
Yeah. So share your comments, guys. Let us know what you thought. And then we'll see you next week for another installment of the Real Housewives of Durban.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys.